Welcome back, beautiful people. Just heading out on a little trek on the Brisbane Valley Rail Trail, also known as the BVRT. Hopefully going to get about 100 k's today. We'll just see. I'm in my 30-day cycling challenge, so I've been riding every day. Today's day 16, so just be taking it pretty easy. Hopefully get out to the bridge and back. Beautiful day for it. It's not too windy. Seems like it's going to be really good. Everything feels pretty dialed in. I've got my air pressure pretty low. And well, I'll just touch base with you guys probably every 20 k's or so. I was going to try and do. Starts like this. You've got about 2 k's of pavement from that trailhead where we just parked. So once I get onto the rail trail, I'll actually update you. So this is where the trail starts. It's about 3.4k in or so from the car park, that trailhead. I don't know how often I'll be able to hold the camera, because certain parts of the trail are really smooth and then other parts get really bumpy, but I'll just try my best in the areas that I know are a bit smoother. And let me tell you, over the years this trail's really changed. I remember doing it many years ago, and there's a lot of they didn't have all the cattle grid crossings. There's about 30 fences to close, open and close, and just the level of this track has gotten almost, sometimes I think it's too good, and I sort of miss that really rugged style. But typically when you get further north, up closer to Blackbutt, sort of Communia to Blackbutt and stuff, you know, you've got, obviously it's not as smooth as this. This is sort of really fine Aussie gravel. It's obviously been tended to. A little bit of history, just this is obviously a rail trail. So it's one of the longest in Australia, if not the longest. Heads all the way up to Kilcavan, and then yeah, turn around, do it all again. But anyway, there's a little update. I'll update you further just outside probably the next town. I think it's about 18 k's or so to Fernvale. Alright guys. Alright, so this bit's really rough. It's actually probably a bad idea to ride one-handed, but this is one of my favourite sections. Often you'll get cows on the trail here too. I'm just trying to take it easy while I navigate through the rough stuff. But it's a little bit of a downhill, so you can actually really cane it down here, but obviously it's rough as well. You've just got to be really careful. There's my buddies. Hopefully you guys can see them alright. They often leave lots of poops and things. Oh, there, he's getting up. I hope I didn't scare him. Here they are, and they've got some little birds on their backs. Just so big, aren't they? Amazing. But it is quite rocky. Beautiful section though. Have like a little border crossing down here a bit further. But it's about to get too rough, so I'm gonna hold back on. catch up with you later. So we just come into Fernvale. Fernvale's famous for its pies. I'll point out the shop once we get up there. Always love coming into Fernvale. It's got like a really, oh look, Maggie. Hopefully they're not attacking this time of the year. They're quite territorial on here. Anybody that's riding for the first time, just prepare yourself for magpies attacking or swooping. It's a bit of an Aussie thing. Yeah, so the pies, they used to have over 150 different flavours. Like they had crocodile, emu, you name it, they had the pie. But I noticed after a big flood they had to re-renovate, and it's not quite as it doesn't have quite the variety, but they're good pies. Unfortunately, I have a lot of problems with my gut while I'm riding. I typically can only have sort of really high sugar stuff. I haven't really been able to train my gut to take the fats for whatever reason. So usually the day before I do a really good carbo load. Just coming in, there's a little playground and stuff here. A lot of people get on the trail here and actually start here, but back then the 20 k's between here and Wulkuraka used to be really bad. It was kind of the worst part of the trail. Now it's probably, you know, the best. It's really fast. Little ducks. So there's the famous cafe, and there's the pie shop just there. Oh, we got another fellow rider out doing some K's, getting K's in the legs. G'day. Always say g'day. Don't have to be a snobby cyclist. Little road crossing. When they do the 24-hour, this is one of the stations, and that little community hall there, stop off and try and replenish and refuel. I can remember doing that at I don't know, 9 o'clock at night, 10 o'clock at night, freezing cold. Super cold overnight out here. So that's what it's like in most towns. You've just got this little sort of concrete section, and then you're straight back on the trail again. It's a beautiful day for it. I'm hoping that when I turn around I don't get a smashing headwind. I don't think I'll have time for the 100 today. I got up really late. Oh, yeah. G'day. Don't see many of those here. That was sort of like a modified recumbent by the looks, because it had the two wheels at the front. See all sorts along this trail. I have been past somebody pulling like a gig, like a jockey gig. Obviously doing like just walking and carrying all their food and stuff, carrying it on a little trailer just tied to her waist. She'd stopped up with two people, a lot of older guys on the trail, out with e-bikes. Really good to see. I've definitely seen more today than I typically would see, but it's a really nice day out here. Alright, when the scenery changes a bit, I'll check back in. Just had to film a little bit of this side, because it's really different out here. You see it really opens up more. You've got some houses on the left, or farms I should say, and you've got the main highway there on the right. These are sort of really, sometimes either really fast areas or really slow, depending on what the wind's doing. Always feels quicker than the rest. Just a quick update, just to show you how much it can change. Just filming this area because this is a place where you'll typically get swooped. Thought I might be able to catch one on camera for you. It's a lovely section. Look down on the river there. Just changing here. Try not to cover up the camera too much. Alright. Starts to get a bit faster here, so I might put the phone away. Like these cargo bibs, good for just getting the phone in and out really quick. Welcome to Lowood. This one's just about 8 k's out of from Fernvale, something like that. A little road crossing that I'll have to pay attention to. And a little bakery there. Most towns are about 20 k's apart. This one's pretty close though to Fernvale. Definitely know I'm going to be pushing time today. Just left too late. I really should have got the bike ready last night. Instead I dilly-dallied around and then I did that this morning, you know. So it sort of delayed me getting out by about an hour and a half after all of those shenanigans. Never mind. I just hope I don't get a big headwind on the way home. Beautiful and green around here. Well, I couldn't exactly not film this famous bicycle house. Well, I don't know, it's probably got a name, but it's just got bikes, if you can see. It says they're all for sale, but trust me, some of them look pretty rusty. I wouldn't think that'd be going too far. It's really unusual. Tiny house for sale up there. Anybody interested? Basically looks like a bit of a hoarder. But even the other side, like the whole front, the whole perimeter has bicycles around the outside. I think it's been extended too. Bit of an unusual house. Again, this is sort of different style, different look, like this gravel. No one place is the same along the trail. I knew that was going to be a bit difficult. This is the thing, it's really hard to take your hands off. That's what people don't sort of realise, I think, when they get into gravel. It's hard to eat, it's hard to drink, it's hard to film. Especially at night, like when at night time, it just takes all your concentration. And hello horsey, it takes all your concentration to basically, yeah, navigate little areas. I mean, it's a lot smoother than it used to be. Used to be a lot more ruts and things you'd have to avoid. There's still areas where you've got to, you know, choose your lines carefully. Just difficult, especially when you're doing ultra stuff overnight. This is one of my favourite sort of sections as we come out. It's a lot greener than it normally is, but looks beautiful. Alright, I'll check back in. Just missed a big pile of cow dung, which is good. It's a really sloppy one. So beautiful. I can remember here, like when I used to do the trail a lot more, I'd see these big cows and their beautiful eyes, and then when I'd stop at the bakery, I couldn't have the beef pie. I'd have to get a chicken. It's funny how yeah, when you see things in real life and up close, it makes you think about it and question it a bit more. I guess that's what's so beautiful about riding the trails, is you're really up and close. You're back to nature. All the smells you take in, the sounds, fresh air. Really stunning. I don't know if the microphone will pick up the sound of the gravel, but it all sounds differently. It's hard to describe. Nearly dropped my camera in the grid then. So you get these little crossings, as you can see, little crossings. Like this section too. But I do have a bit of PTSD from this section. I can remember really pushing it, trying to get home, and I'd ridden obviously out further than I should have. I had to pick the kids up, similar situation, and then I was pushing it, and it was the biggest headwind, and then I come unstuck, and I was sick everywhere, spewed all over my shoe, and yeah, it wasn't good. I was really struggling with nutrition back then, and obviously, yeah, again, that's when I sort of discovered, you know, I'd eaten this pie, and yeah, I don't really do that much anymore. Unless it's sort of 20 k's from home. If I know I've only got sort of 20 k's to go, it's not too bad. I can have solids, but you know, when you're doing sort of 100 plus k's, you've got to look after your tummy. You want to be able to make it home. It's just beautiful. Little bridge crossing here. I can remember years, and I'm sure this bridge wasn't here, and you used to come down here and it was really steep sort of going up, but then parts of my memory fail me, and there is another section I know north. I just don't ride north much. One day I'll have to drive out to Esk and head north from Esk. Typically, because I live obviously in Brizzy, I usually just go jump on at Ipswich area, and then usually only ever go sort of as far as Esk and back in the day. Just depends. I loved riding along here at night, especially this part. I can remember rabbits used to chase along after you. That sort of chase your headlight. On this section in particular, really odd, sort of really open here, so if it's windy you just get bombarded, and there's bad magpies in this area too, really bad. Don't know if he's going to have a crack at me, but we'll see. Don't know what it is, but all these, you know, different parts of gravel, sometimes they I don't know, they bring up certain memories. I always think of Wizard of Oz when I'm riding along this section. I think it's actually the witch. The witch with her, remember she had Toto? She stole Toto and had him in a little basket. Kind of all this paranoia at the start of that film, but yeah. Hopefully I've got a tailwind on the way home. Don't know, we'll just have to see. Section here is really nice and smooth. I meant to bring a bag of lollies, and in all my rushing around, I forgot them. Never mind. Did have a lot of carbs yesterday, so I should be fine. It's a little bit more closed in this section. It's amazing. Here we are, we've come into another little town. Just a little one. Keep thinking this is Kaminya, but yeah, it is Kaminya. I was right. So I'm just crossing the road here. Last year when I was having all these, here's a little sign, so Yarraman 118. That's sort of the end of the line. Well, not really the end of the line. You can jump onto the Kilcavan Rail Trail and do another 80 k's. From what I hear, that's kind of like what this trail used to be like 4 or 5 years ago. Still a bit rough, a lot of gates and things to open. Obviously it'll get an upgrade too, but it probably I don't think it's joined. It probably got a different committee and stuff like that. I didn't think I was going to make it to 100, but you know what, I'm at 42 k's now, so I'll just keep going, I think, and then turn around. I probably won't film much on the way back. I've already sort of showed you this first half of the trail and the different styles it's got. We'll just see how we go. Legs feeling okay, a little bit stiff, as to be expected after 16 days with no time off the bike. Still, I've had really easy days, so you know, and I'm not full training efforts or anything. This is just to get me back in the headspace, back in the right headspace for cycling every day. Feels good, feel a lot better, mentally a lot better. A little bit of pain in the legs, that's good. I should say it's soreness, not really, it's not pain. It's not like an overuse injury or something. It's purely just sore muscles. A bit of trees covering here, which is good, but I will have to pay attention for snakes. Get them sometimes sleeping across the trail, soaking up some sun. So I'm just hitting the spot where I'm probably about to turn around. I was going to head to the bridge. The bridge is really nice and interesting, but it is about 3 k's further, I believe. And I'm about to hit right on 50 k's. It's difficult in this area. See how there's lots of shade and stuff. The second you stop, if you stop for whatever reason, when there's no breeze around with the trees, there's like, the insects are crazy. They like start to swarm you and really take over. If I can see the bridge, I will go down to it, but I think I'm probably about 3 k's out from it. And unfortunately I've got to pick up the little ones, so I just don't have time to get a bit further on. Have to come back and do it another day. What's the time? It's just hit 1 o'clock in the day. So only been riding for a couple of hours. Just all liquid carbs. Liquid carbs are good. Play nice with the tummy. Do have a Cliff Bar. I'll probably take that once I hit this 50k mark. If I don't see the bridge, I will I'll stop, just stretch the legs 2 seconds. There was one time I actually stopped out in the water, like took my shoes off and stuff like that, and man, got attacked by like midgies. You can't really see midgies, they're so small, they're just like a little black dot. They really went to town on me. I think it's actually here. Got a grader here. Grader here, so that might be my... oh yeah, they've got a new bridge going in. This is where the bridge used to be. And they've got a big brand new bridge there. See, you've got the pedestrians down that way, so I'm gonna head back around, hopefully not fall off like I nearly did. They've got to be interesting. I wonder where they detour you so you can't actually go down there anymore. Oh well. So I've hit 50k's, which only means one thing: 50k's back to the car. So I will get my Fondo out for the day. Here's where you just got to be really careful and pace it right. In the past I've really tried to rush back to my car and, you know, get things done, and all for probably like half hour, but you know, by doing that sometimes you come unstuck, start to get sick in the tummy, that sort of thing. So I'll be trying to plod and take it easy. I may check back in, just depends how I go. If not, I will check back in at the car. I might just quickly run over my setup. What I've got, I'm riding some Pathfinder Pros at the moment, the S-Works model, but I'll go over all that stuff at the end. Hopefully my headphones last till then. I'm going to have a little break from them for a while. Sometimes I enjoy just nothingness. Well, I've managed to make it back. So I've gone through, obviously gone through Kaminya again, Lowood again, and I'm just in Fernvale now. Just stopped off. I did get a pie. I'm in no way, shape or form able to eat a pie right now. Managed to get a little bit of Coke down, but don't want to push it. I've just had you know, probably four mouthfuls, and feeling, yeah, not feeling good in the guts. I've been just sipping on my hydration, just seeing how I go. I'm doing pretty well though. Just don't want to push it with the food, you know, that's when everything starts to shut down. So I've got to make it 20k's. Legs are pretty sore, but just sort of trying to ignore them for now. We'll just push it this next 20k's. Sort of getting these weird head spaces when you're out here. It's showing up as about 25, 26 degrees, so I'm not pushing it by all means. Heart rate's about 120. Thanks, mate. Should sit behind him. He looks like he's got a pretty cracking pace on. See how we go anyway. I've made it back. Made it back to the car only just. Whew. That last 10 k's was super hard. Stopped off, had a little bit of coke, and I think I actually felt worse after that. Never mind. I've made it back. Dump this stuff in the car, and I'll run over the bike tomorrow. Do a little video of the bike tomorrow. I'm just too tired. See ya.